Good morning, friends. Hello, YouTube. So I've just got my bike serviced from the Vikroli service center, and today I am going to do a short long-term review of my bike. So basically I have purchased this bike in 2013, May 11th 2013 to be precise, and yeah, it has been an amazing experience with Kawasaki. I have completed about 32,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's 32,435 kilometers till date. It's almost been 2 years 7 months, and yes, it's been an amazing experience, and I have to say I have no regrets in paying 3.94 lakhs that time. Yeah, now it is 4.11, but still, given a chance, if I had to buy the bike now, I would still not regret it. Now, since it's been 2.5 years, almost 2 years 7 months that I've got this bike, I have not had any major issues, nothing at all. I'll just start off with the mods that I've done. So basically it is the frame slider, the tank pad, yes, the zero gravity windscreen, and yes, the biggest mod that I've done is the Akrapovic exhaust. It's a slip-on exhaust that I've put, and that much does it. Now, in these 2 years 7 months, yes, I have been using this bike for everyday use, office commute. Now my office commute has become 46 kilometers daily, so the run is a lot. So in a week I'm almost doing about 250 kilometers plus the weekend ride of an odd 300 kilometers. That's like almost 600 kilometers in a week. That's shitloads of riding, man. But the bike, I'm pretty much satisfied. What I have done is basically done the periodic maintenance, which is actually the sprocket change. So the sprocket change was done at 25,000 kilometers, 25,000 and a half to be exact, and I have to say that it definitely lasted a long time. And yes, oil changes after every 4,000 kilometers. 7100 motul. This time I have used the 15W50 grade. I was using the 10W50 grade. I've been using the 10W40 grade since inception, but I just thought I would just do the change. Now, what has been special in this service is, yeah, the shock absorber. So if you see, the shock absorber is the new one. It had collapsed. Maybe I can blame the roads, the road conditions. I have ridden about 3 seasons of rains, so 2013, 2014, 2015. So sadly the shocks gave up. The bike was low, but now after changing, I have just done the service right now. It has very much improved. Yeah, the damping is amazing now. It's like almost new. And yeah, because the bike handling had suffered because of the shocks, crashing down. Basically what used to happen is the rebound had gone, so there was not much damping. So every pothole, every bump on the road my back had to take a beating. So basically my biggest mod was the Akrapovic exhaust. Yes, I am definitely happy with the exhaust. Not too loud, not too subtle, it's just right. And right now I'm using it without the DB killer. And yeah, the tires, I have been using Michelin. The IRC tires I ran for 18,000 kilometers. Yeah, that's quite a lot. The Michelins have done 13.5 till date. I changed this tire on in the month of Feb 2015. So till date I've done about 13,000 kilometers on it. And yeah, the bike has had a fall. So if you see, the bike has had a fall, but the frame sliders took care of it. These are the new frame sliders that I've put. The earlier one was a bobbin one. This is the better one. It's more sturdy, and this costed me about 9.5K. The windscreen has definitely helped in terms of wind blast. So you have the zero gravity double bubble, and yeah, I have not touched the brakes, though I have just tweaked it a bit. The braking is good. I'll be putting the Brembo pads. Next change would be the Brembo pads, not the lines, just the pads. And in terms of the oil filter, I've been using the normal oil filter, which is the Kawasaki one. And yeah, the bike is actually suiting my needs. It is good for a weekend ride. In terms of commuting, yes, I use it on a daily commute. No complaints, nothing at all. The tires are definitely grippy, the Michelins, though you can think of using Metzellers or the Rosso 2, but these give a good, if you're using the bike daily, yes, they will give you a better value for money, because they are a dual purpose tire. So basically it's an all-round tire, you can say. Yeah. Also in terms of, I have not done mods such as putting a PC5 or a quick shifter. I have not done those type of mods. I've just done the basic stuff. So the biggest mod was my slip-on exhaust, and I'll just show you how it sounds. It's quite a throaty exhaust, sounds just right. So basically till 5000 rpm, 6000 rpm, you will actually enjoy the exhaust a bit more, because you get the bass there. Once you go above 8-9, it gets a bit muted, but that's fine, I'm not complaining. Yes, in terms of coolant, I have been using Motul earlier. I recently shifted to engine ice, so that has helped cooling a lot. Okay, now he wears a helmet. Sorry. So engine ice, and it has helped a lot in because my daily run is a little mix of city as well. So the bike doesn't heat up now. It very rarely heats up. Yeah. And in terms of yeah, it's quite good. I mean, for a bike of this caliber, yeah, the parts are top-notch quality, I must say. Yeah, they are expensive. The sprocket came up for 17 grand. The shock up came, it has set me back by 27 grand. Yeah, those are the disadvantages of owning a Kawasaki, but I won't say a disadvantage, because I'm actually satisfied with the quality. So it is not like I won't be nitpicking here. I won't be saying that it's too expensive, and because the parts are imported, so you can't do much about it. It's not the make in India stuff. And yeah, the tank pad has actually lasted quite a long time. So I had my friend Asif who had actually installed the tank pad very well. Basically the 300 tank pad is a little tricky to install. If this comes, if you just overlap this will come off. So it has to be perfectly within this groove. So that's unlike the 250, which is actually quite simple to use to paste. So this is quite tricky. So thanks to him. Also thanks to him for suggesting me this exhaust. And yeah, it's a beauty. This exhaust I picked it up from Performance Racing Store Tardeo. The sliders are from Bachu Motors Tardeo. The zero gravity bubble is from PRS. So basically you can definitely check their website. They have actually good stuff for your bike. And yeah, I must say I have used in terms of engine oil, I have used 300V as well twice. So but that was in winter. The bike was superb, but as soon as summer set in the month of March to June, the 300V actually was not very good. The bike was lagging, false gear shifts, false neutrals, and I have shifted back to 7100 now, and very much satisfied, I must say. And yes, all quite good. Yes, my one small thing I like to tell you, if you're using a bike daily, this bulb might conk off. So it's a daylight running, daytime running bulb, and yeah, that's a 220 bulb that I'm using there, and the illumination is fantastic. It's more of a white light that you get, and yeah, the bulb just cost about $300, man. It's a direct fit, 55 watt, 60 watt for the high beam. The high beam is still the stock one, though I don't use high beam much except on highways and night riding. And in terms of the pads, yeah, the pads in rains, yeah, I ride the bike a lot in rains, everyday commute. Yes, the pads do suffer. The pads will last about 4,000 odd kilometers. Right now the pads are running at 8,000. The rear one is running at 6,000 kilometers. But yeah, in rains you will suffer with these pads if you are using this bike every day in rains. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, 32,000 kilometers of pure bliss. Amazed by the engine. Now this is the part that I love the most, the engine. I have ridden bikes which are actually 8,000 done, 9,000 kilometers done. My bike is 32,000 kilometers done, so it basically feels the same. Now that says a lot about Kawasaki and their engineering. Be it, you know, a 32,000 kilometer bike or a 5,000 kilometer run bike, the engine is the same. There is no difference. Yes, I have done a throttle body syncing at around 30,000 kilometers. That was very much required according to the manual. I should have done it earlier, but I had not done. I got it done from Vikram from MotoZone. So throttle body syncing was done from there, and that's much it, guys. Fairly satisfied. I mean, very highly satisfied with the bike. Highly recommended. Now there's a lot of competition happening in the market in terms of the RC 390 and the R3, but definitely given me right now, I would pay that 30,000 premium and get this bike, because what this bike offers is unlike others in terms of engine, which is actually the very most important part of your bike. The satisfaction that you get from this engine in terms of reliability, in terms of performance, in terms of smoothness, mind-blowing. I have to say it's mind-blowing. So in terms of that, I mean, yeah, it's a good tourer as well. 17-liter tank. I personally get, I don't care much about mileage, but I personally get 29 on the highways. This is my basically my daily commute to work, so I get about 29 kmpl, and in city it drops down to 27, 26, but I don't blame the bike. It's amazing. Yeah, you can definitely go in for this. Now basically the full green is not available. You get the limited edition color, but that also looks cool. So that much sums it up. What I feel about this bike is the pros are the reliability, the engine, that's fabulous, the reliability of the engine. The brakes, you just need to tweak it a bit. So in case you want really sharp brakes, you can put a hell line, you can put lines hell, not required at the rear. In the front you can definitely do that. In terms of tires, yes, those IRCs suck after 10,000 kilometers. Some people have changed at 4,000 kilometers. Yes, those IRCs really suck. And Michelins are good, so you can definitely put on Michelins. And yes, the only con that I feel of this brake is the price of the spare parts. So if that is a bit sorted out, but right now can't do much about it, but if that is sorted out, this bike is a keeper. You can have this in your garage for about 5 years and that still brings a smile on your face. And that's what I feel, and that's what I'm going to do. In terms of ownership cost, yes, it is high. It is very high, but the joy that it brings to you after you ride it, definitely it brings a smile on your face. And the best part about this bike is also the slipper clutch. So you can actually use it with a pinky finger, one finger handling clutch, so it's clutch feel is damn light. That's another add-on plus point. And yeah, that's what sums it up. It's I give it, if I rate this bike on a scale of 10, I would definitely give it 8.5 or basically a 9. That 1% is just for the improvements on the brakes. On a new bike, the brakes are really spongy. Highly recommend to change the pads after like 4,000 kilometers to get that bite. And yeah, definitely you can go in for this. Even now with the competition like R3 and RC390, RC390 is giving you a lot of package like ABS. This doesn't come with ABS, but yeah, you get that quality, you get that Japanese quality. Yes, R3 is new into the market. You can definitely look at that, but I wouldn't. After riding a Kawasaki, my next bike is going to be a Kawasaki. So that much I can vouch for the quality. And yeah, that's much it, guys. Just wanted to share this review with you. It's so do like and subscribe and share, so that you know, in case you are looking forward to go and buy this bike at this price point, which is 4,11,000 on road Mumbai, you will actually find the worth, even though you are paying that extra 30,000 or 40,000. You will definitely go and buy this bike, and I can vouch for it because I have ridden it for 32,000 kilometers in just 2.5 years. So that's it all, folks, and stay safe, ride safe, wear your gear, and have fun.